2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Jalen Royals the intended receiver that time. And that means 3rd down coming up.
6 yards to go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Murray on 3rd down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him 1 drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them. They get it by attacking and attacking the ball.
79 Broncos, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
70 Lions. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warriors 70.
Short pass brought in. Some room to work. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Let's go now.
In the red zone on 1st. Escapes the pocket. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled for a short gain. Working quickly here.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll throw 3rd and long. All in left side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing again, Murray. Finds his man, it's Rashad Bateman. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Another throw coming from Murray. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Broncos first down.
Genty from the gun. Man, it is so tough to build momentum running through the snow. They're on him before he can even get back to the line. And goes to the hurry up here. From the gun, it's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be third and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Getting out to his left. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense to the line fast. On fourth down, here's Murray. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Leggett. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, Murray lost it. But the Broncos will get it back. Woo, heads up play to recover that one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Kyler looking to throw. This finds Chark complete. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Good work so far. He's got room. Has a hole left. Room to run. And he is gone. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an excited return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. And a break of 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Going on first down. Here's Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. There he goes. Pick 6. Touchdown, Green Bay. opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
Butker with the extra point. And the Packers push their lead to 18. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Bit of an early blowout, 21-3. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He'll take this at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Murray. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, Genty trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. 4th down, here's Murray. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch. And they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Starting this drive with a design run. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. Offense in the hurry up here.
Dragon 60.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Broncos' 23-yard line.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. Forced out to his right. Taking off foot again. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Solid gain on that play drop. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front. Gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
This time it's a passing play. On the move, headed right. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
It was there, but it couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1.
Come on, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Butker to try the point after. So before we get into text, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through.
Makes the score Packers 28, Broncos 3. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. We'll begin his return from the 11. Yes, hit! The ball is out! And they steal it back on the return. And we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Jump off, caught by his back. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers are running away with it in the second quarter. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead yet again.
Harrison Butker set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting at the 10. This makes it up to the 25. Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Murray from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now. Murray to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
27 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 27.
1st and 10, Murray. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. And no look there, that ball falls to the ground.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
70, 11, 79. Ready, ready.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And it's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd down, looking for options. Completed to his running back. Pick up a feel as he heads out of bounds. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now looking to throw. Headed out right. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. 3rd and 10 coming up, Brock. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. It's the Packers leading from Lambeau. Broncos going nickel here. 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. 2. 9. 65. 6.
Air it out on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Vacates quickly left side. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased him from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Throw left side, snapped by Bateman. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shift. Hey.
Back to the air, Murray escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Packers take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. Flush out now to his left. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Xavier Leggett's-way there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to run for it. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here's Jency. So some defensive initiative in that goal-to-go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, it's Murray. Buying some time right. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Murray, 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This is taken in at the 13. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Dragon 60. Knock Panther 60. 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
They'll throw it here on 1st. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, trap 60, trap 60. Ready?
He'll throw it. He's just going to get rid of this one, so that is how our half will end. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
This plays a design run. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now they really manageable second down.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 even. 60 by 6. Warriors 70.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's a design run. Again, he's got room. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
79 Broncos. Let go.
Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go now.
They call pass on 2nd and goal. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Butker to try the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Broncos 10. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. Already a lot of distance to go, Brock, and it's going to be all there for him again on 3rd down as this play stopped for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Third down, and they need to get 10. Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Packers,
Hot
first down.
70, hot 70.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers kick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, because it really gives you an extra pack, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Let's take this at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Forced back to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Giving this to Genty. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to Genty. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Yeah, tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another give here to Genty. By a man, he's in the clear. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And off to Genty. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
so much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Let's go. 19 Stagger.
Straight ahead with Jeanty. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Packers take their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Howell throwing for it. He rolls to his right. Making the call himself. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. And he can't do it himself. He's stopped behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This play's a design run. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Packers football in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Design quarterback run here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
Here's a design run. And all the way across midfield before he was brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Line up the design keeper. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
19 tight.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The lead looks safe, but the Pedals staying down. They're going for this.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup. This is Buffalo. 18 Rattler. 6.
4th down. Pass coming. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
60 Cowboy 80.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Design quarterback run here. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Cowboys, come on, come on.
Here's a design run. And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers running them out of the building. Butker to try the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead.
Broncos 10.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jency. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Fiore, got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Yeah, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away, and that sets up 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
It's a screening play to Jency. They're not developing as they had hoped. That's a loss of yardage, Brock. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Rolling deep down the near sideline. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, and interceptions follow.
Starting this drive with a design run. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Kennedy Lions.
Line up the design keeper. And now starts some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season.
Hold the ready.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hey, check.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Steady.
This time looking to throw. On the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line.
Brings up 4th down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Chop 60, chop 18, Pioneer. 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
They'll throw for it. He finds it beyond the marker. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. What a play to beat this defense on 4th down. 23 yards and a first.
At the 25-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Come on, set. Ready.
Sign quarterback run here. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defense linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
Okay, ready.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Running back motions right. 1st down. Howell. Jump off caught by his back. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. All set to go now from the 35. To the air on 1st down. Howell finds a seam down the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Here's Howell, 1st and 10. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. And the shotgun, Howell. Trying to push deep downfield. It is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. Reichert on for the point after.
Will Reichert lining up for the extra point.
Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Broncos cut into the lead by another point.
Broncos 17. Will Reichert to kick off.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This will be the final play of the game.
70 Rangers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check. Ready?
They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play.